What did it do? Are we live? Okay, I think we're live. That was weird. It like threw me into another tab. I think we're live. Let me pull up my YouTube on here. Let me pull up YouTube. I think we're live. Are we live? Can you guys hear me? So hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. Oh, I got 12 people already in. Perfect. Let me just double check. Go to my stream. Go to my channel. I'm using it on the iPad because I think the chat was behind. Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, perfect. Yay. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and I have my friend Andy backstage. We're going to bring him on. So everybody come around, put your hands and everything together for Andy. And
are we live? Oh, good. We're live. Hello, 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 everybody. How are we doing today? Forgive me if I look a little out of it. Just got off work and everything. Oh, humid, but I am good. I'm here. Yay!
I totally get it. How was work today? Was it good?
Oh, magical as always. Just magical. Yeah. I could go on for hours.
Did you work Did you do the trains today, or did you do festival?
No, I did trains today. They haven't cross-trained me fully so they'll let me know. Even though I've worked a shift at Lion King already, they'll let me know when I can get fully cross-trained. But for now, the show's still somewhat new, so they're getting all the shows in, but they have me at train. Even if I started at Lion King, I would want to cross-train at trains either way. So I just want to do both. It's just so amazing how you can do two of those locations.
Right. You get to change it up too. And I know it's still like so new, the show. And I know they're adding more shows. I read online. They're adding like morning shows. So I know they're still trying to get that on their way. So that's so exciting. Let me see who's on.
I know. We got a lot of great people in here. We got the Explorers in. We got quite the audience.
Yes, all they're in. Hello, Dominique. Hello, Jay. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Tyler. Welcome, everybody. We have 21 people in. Holy cow.
That's a great group of people with us right now. So, I was reading some of these comments, and I'm like, I haven't seen the movie yet. Well, I'm going to start by saying you guys need to see this movie. It is – I was floored. I went to see it the thing is, I'm going to be honest with you. I am so glad that they're letting people back into the theaters because that's the way you need to see movies, especially new Disney movies.
Absolutely.
And, I did see Mulan over quarantine on Premiere Access, but it wasn't me. It was a friend's. And I'm like, why do I want to spend so much money on something that I can easily go see for a cheaper price at a theater where it's supposed to be on the
big
huge screen with popcorn and soda, good old theater fashion popcorn soda.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. That's the way movies should be like aired.
Exactly.
Theaters with like everybody, especially in like an opening night. And absolutely. Hello, the Parker Show. I know the Parker Show.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Darling, sweetheart, we're just getting started.
Hello, Mason. You bought it on Disney Plus. I watched it 100 times since. Oh, you're a big fan of it. Nice.
I am such a huge fan. I forgot. I don't think she's a villain anymore. I've completely forgot about the whole villain. To me, after seeing this, she's not a villain anymore in my book. She's something else. And first of all, you gotta give props. The first thing that I love about this movie is the cast. The first and only thing that I was thinking of the whole time I was watching it in the theater at AMC Disney Springs was the cast. They, oh my God. Emma Stone stepped into this role perfectly, nailed it. She was perfect. They couldn't have found a better person to play a younger Cruella, in my opinion. I'm going to say Emma Thompson, absolutely ruthless. She was, we did. I was hoping someone would say that. Yes, they, miserable darling as usual. Yes, but they are going to make Cruella 2, and they're going to. After the success of this, of course they're going to.
I was so excited when I read that they're making sequels. Hello, Andrea. I don't know if Andrea's seen it yet.
Now we're not gonna try. We don't want to spoil. It's just we're so hyped up about this.
I think it's fine if we do spoil a little bit, because I always just disclaim it to my viewers whenever I do these live discussions. Like when I do it with my Marvel shows, there will be some spoilers, and if you do, if you don't want to watch it, now's your time to turn around and you can always
turn the volume off and just watch.
I'm always down for these. I always do spoilers. I'm so I always
going back. I mean, we understand, but but going back, someone was saying Emma Stone was perfect. Yeah, and then the other Emma Thompson.
Great.
Okay. So for all you Harry Potter fans out there, do you remember seeing Order of the Phoenix for the first time? This is a movie scenario that relates, even though it's not on Disney. Umbridge, the character Umbridge, the defensive. Oh my God, she was just so downright despicable. I just was yelling at the screen the whole time. That's what Emma Stone. She's that character that the audience is like, oh, boo, like you're so nasty and mean. So that was Emma Thompson. Now, Emma Thompson, brilliant actress, Academy Award winning, phenomenal performances in the past. We know her from The Beauty and the Beast as Mrs. Potts.
She's always played good guys.
Good characters, even in Satan Mr. Banks with but this was something completely new. I was not prepared for, and I think I'm going to call her the original Cruella. She was ruthless.
That is literally the perfect exclamation for her. Cruella. That is like the name.
Whoa. Yeah, no, Emma Thompson was whoa. Literally. She was
whoa.
Whoa.
Nailed her role. Yeah, yes. That's what Andrea said too. Emma Thompson was whoa.
Yeah.
That is
perfect chemistry with her and Emma. Two Emmas.
Two Emmas. You can't go wrong with a person, an actress named Emma. Every single Emma that's like an actress they're
perfect.
Perfect. Exactly. Yeah.
And they're both Academy Award winning, because Emma Stone won the Academy Award in La La Land. She was.
La La Land. I heard my brother's so obsessed with it because he watched.
My mom loved La La Land. Such a great. And Ryan Gosling, good chemistry. He and Emma Stone have appeared in other movies. They appeared in Gangster Squad together. They appeared in Crazy Stupid Love, which was hilarious with Steve Carell. And then La La Land. And La La Land was just a masterpiece of I just gotta say, shout out to Emma Stone. I remember. She's come a long way. She's one of those actresses, she starts off in those comedy movies. I remember her in Superbad, and now look at her. She's all grown up, and she's all those she's one of those actors that you've just seen grow over the year from these small little comedy roles to now she's in the big. It's so amazing seeing these actors and actresses grow up.
So hard to.
Hello, everybody.
Now, I'm sure Cruella was not it was a tricky role to play. To play Jesse.
Well, the thing is, I mean, when I first heard about the movie coming out, and I found out that Emma Stone was going to play it, I'm going to be honest with you, I have my doubts, because this is a Disney villain, not a hero, and I know they're doing all the classic animated movies, bringing them back. I am so stoked for The Little Mermaid. I am just counting the days till I get to see that. I've got a huge premiere plan for that. I just cannot wait to see that.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, you know I do. She's my girl. Ariel and Little Mermaid all the way. But when I saw this Cruella thing, I had my doubts.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are they going to pull this off? What is there to know about Cruella?
Exactly.
And I'm like, well, for one, she's human, so I mean, it'll fit. And I started watching it, and I'm like, it starts off with her as a kid.
Yeah.
And I want to be
and all that. Yeah.
No, it was Joe. You were saying something. I was just. It was good It was a good start off, a good childhood for her. How she grew up with absolutely nothing and worked her way. And I gotta say, if I had to pick a favorite song, the song that got my attention in the beginning when it was young Cruella, it was Bloody Well Right by the Supertramps, and I love that song because that right, you got a bloody right to sing, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, right. I love that song so much. It's catchy.
Oh my gosh, Mason, that's so funny with the birthday cake. Happy birthday, Judy.
Aww.
Oh.
But bottom line, and then I was also intrigued to see how Horace and Jasper were included in it because they met as kids. Like,
I loved seeing her backstory, how basically,
they came together.
They came together, and I just loved too with her backstory how, like, you know, like anybody else, she was bullied too, and always would be the one to be blamed. And
now look at her; it's the other way around.
Yeah, exactly, and just how her character just kind of just formed. I love seeing that. Hello, Susan.
Hello, everybody. Oh, someone put a Mickey right there. How'd they do that?
Oh, they're channel members. They're channel members. So if you're like a member for my channel, you get special emojis.
That's cool. What would Mickey say? Gosh, that's swell. Ah, I see you, pal. Gosh, that's Mickey Mouse. Gosh, I love doing that. So I had to. I saw Mickey Mouse. I had to do it. So, oh, there's another one. Oh boy, Mickey Mouse. So, but seeing that, so it just goes to show that maybe when you watch the classic cartoon, I now think of Horace and Jasper as friends, not hired henchmen. And the two actors that played them, absolutely good chemistry and hilarious. Oh my, Horace and Wink.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I loved Wink.
I don't care where that mouth has been, I'm kissing it. I'm sorry.
I loved it, and I loved it with the dogs too. Like that that was so neat. She had a dog. She actually owned a dog, Cruella.
Yeah, she did.
Put her as a category as like a dog owner, which I thought was really, really interesting.
Horace was out of the two. Jasper was more. It was good how they stayed true to the characters. Horace was still the bumbling oaf that we all know, and Jasper, he had his fair share of moments, but he was the voice of reason out of the trio,
which I thought was how they did that. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I know. Like we said, Monica, we're sorry. I know. We're just. We're gonna. If you don't want any spoilers, go turn off the volume.
I know. It's fine. We're watching it this weekend. Absolutely. Yeah, I totally understand, girl, if you can't be in chat tonight. So you'll just have to message me how you thought about it, because I definitely want to hear your opinion. So totally understand, and I'm not mad. Shop Disney has, yes, they have the plushes.
Yep, they got the plushes. Oh yeah, Shop Disney had a bunch.
They're so cute. They're so cute. They had Wink and Betty, and they're just so cute. Okay. But let's talk about Wink.
Andrea, can we please talk about Wink?
Yes.
Wink. Okay, I just got to start off. The chemistry with him and Horace was just, it was cracking me up the whole time. How they dressed him up. The exterminator scene was perfectly orchestrated. I was cracking up the whole time. Horace and Wink were the life of the movie.
Absolutely.
Loved them.
Cracking up the whole time. It would
crack me up. Oh my God. Wink was just so adorable. And I'm going to say it again. I don't care where that mouth has been. I'm kissing it. And I lost all control. I'm like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Another thing too, I'm going to go back a couple steps to when she was a child at that person's, what's her name? The mansion. What's her name? Person that played, oh my gosh, what was her name? The
woman who raised her?
Not the woman that raised her, the evil woman.
You mean Emma Stone's character?
Not Emma Stone's character, the evil lady. The Emma
Thompson's?
Yeah, what's her name? The Baroness.
Guys, what? I keep forgetting her name. I just am so used to calling her Emma Thompson.
Hello, Jemmy. Jemmy's in the chat. Now you're not late. We're just getting started. So yes, the Baroness.
Baroness. Yes, this. The part. Yeah, you were saying. We'll talk. I have something else to add, but you go first. So the Baroness. Yes. You were saying about that scene.
How afterwards, with school and stuff, they ended up, going to London.
She ended up going to the spot.
And then they end up, she's like, I have to stop at a friend's house to beg for, and I thought maybe at first it was going to be something a little shady, maybe she was going to go I knew it was not going to be good. Like she pulled up to like did the house, and I'm like, okay, this is not. Maybe this is like her. I was thinking originally like maybe it's like her biological father or something that she was going to try to like like I don't like unsure. So wait in the car. She tells her to wait in the car, and of course
she doesn't wait in the car.
She doesn't wait in the car, and then she ends up she's in the house. They get caught. They get chased throughout the whole thing. Yada yada yada, and then she ends up getting escaping and like hiding in like the front lawn.
And then someone just said it. And I'm gonna say right now, just to add on, how she thought that she was responsible for her other mother's death when it was really the Baroness who orchestrated the whole thing, because she was just asking for some payment, and that just goes to show how ruthless the Baroness was. She didn't want anything, but she didn't know. I don't know if we should. I know we're talking spoilers here, but I feel like we shouldn't talk about the connection with the Baroness.
It's fine. We can talk about this.
All right, because we know that. All right,
having a discussion. So we have to get deeper and deeper, and if we worry about spoilers, we won't be able to get deeper into it. So anybody that does not want to hear it about the movie, now is your time to exit, even though you probably heard most.
But the other thing was how it was after like they left that first. It's like one of those movies where the clues get pieced together throughout the movie. So first she thinks.
I want to add one thing as well. Is that when the Dalmatians came out and tackled her adopting mother, whatever, I'm like, no wonder why she hates
Dalmatians. Yeah, like, no, I think this is like how she like got into the whole hate. It ties into her hatred to Dalmatians. I could definitely see her hate for them.
Yeah. And also, no dogs died, Charlotte. No dogs
died, thank God.
Basically, in this film, no characters, obviously, no dogs were harmed in general, but no dogs died. That's one thing I want to bring up as well, which I thought was really interesting, which we'll go deeper to that in a minute, because I do have another theory. But when we get later into this, I'll definitely reveal that. What I
was saying was like going into tying what you were saying, like the clues get pieced together. She thinks she killed her mother, her other mother, her false mother. But when she leaves the party, when they escape the party, when they're trying to rob to get her heirloom back, then she hears the whistle. And then she recognizes that sound from the night her mom was killed. And then she's like, it wasn't me. It was her. And then the biggest surprise comes when Mark Strong, brilliant actor, he's a wonderful British. I'm so glad he was in that movie. He played the butler perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
He told her it all makes sense now.
Exactly. But it seems like the Dalmatians, as she owns them at the end, that's the whole thing. Yeah, but I don't know. She ended up with them, but that's something I'll go a little bit on deeper.
Yeah.
I do have a couple theories for the next movie, but we'll go deeper into that a little later on in chat because I'm just really, really stoked. So after that, with the butler and everything, she realizes that it wasn't her that killed her mom. It was this woman. So, and then now she just continued to I loved it with her Cruella parts, like everything about it, how she would just go and crash these ladies' parties.
She was good at it, and she had like a whole group of people behind her. Like she was slowly building her empire. And I'm going to be honest with you, from a message that I got from the movie, from a professional business standpoint, she worked her butt off to get where she was. And even before she found out she was like heir to the fortune, but she said something in there. She not only worked her butt off, and which is what you do in the business world, but she said something that is also true in the business world. You want to keep your enemies close.
You do.
Even though she was disguised as Estella and going against the Baroness, she was like, no, I'm gonna still be it's like the mole. So she did the right thing. She was the movie was also a business.
Love that. Yeah, she was
what you do in the business world.
Shy little Stella trying to make her way in the fashion industry, and I just love that. And oh my gosh, Mason, yes, I loved the ending of the movie.
The dog is pregnant.
I'll probably end up jumping into that a little bit more later because we like get more into the story. But I love the end credit scene, which I'll probably talk about a little later on as we're going through the movie. But I love that end credit. Did you see the end credit scene? I loved it. Oh my god!
I always stay for the end credits. Never miss them.
Because you just never know. I learned that from Marvel movies. Never leave the Marvel movie because there's always an end credit scene. Even with these shows, with WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, end credit scenes. It's like you can't leave.
The only disappointing one was Spider-Man: Homecoming. I was expecting a nice reveal for the next one, but then Captain America comes up in his detention video and he's like, so you were expecting something? No. And I'm like, great, now we got to wait another set of years for the next movie to come out. I just, more waiting. It's just.
That was the worst.
That one was disappointing.
That was like, oh man, oh no, Andrea didn't see the end credit scene. Oh no. Well, I guess I might as well talk about that now real fast since we are on the subject of it. So at the end credit scene, so her friend Anita is the owner
of Purdy.
And then Roger.
Who was her? What was Roger again? He was the accountant or something. She fired him.
Like her lawyer or something.
He was something.
Ended up with Pongo. So it shows at the end movie there's a knock on the door, and then he answers it.
He gets a
puppy, and it says something that his name's Pongo, and then or something like a little thingy, and then it showed a knock on Anita's door, and it said her name's Purdy. So, and I was like, oh, I was.
And then when he started singing, the one thing they got wrong in that was Roger didn't write that song until he was married to Anita.
Yeah, he did.
So they kind of did it wrong in the end where he's like, Cruella. And when he gets Pongos, he's like, Cruella DeVille.
That when they were when they were married in the house, that's when he wrote it. So they did get the timeline off that wrong. Absolutely. And I guess that was one flaw but I guess they kind of did. But
thank you guys. Yes, I was just going to say, guys, there's my link to my Instagram. Definitely give it a follow. You can tell them, Heather, about my Feel the Music stuff every day, gets people up in the morning and stuff. Thank you, Andrea.
Andy on Instagram. I'm going to call Andrea Andy on accident. But thanks for linking it. Please give Andy a follow on Instagram. He just has such a great Instagram with his stories. And then when he goes into the work and does like the little...
little Feel the Music thing. It's the best GIF you ever can. It's the perfect GIF that feeds that makes it. And I remember I did that I started doing those back in 2018 when I got full time with Disney, and I just with Instagram growing, I just got into how you could put music in your stories.
Yeah,
so it just evolved, and then I just did it a few mornings, and then I was getting so many messages like, whoa, like, where's the music video? Like, this gets us up in the morning, and I'm so proud, and like, you've seen it too, I'm so proud.
To it. I'm like, what song is Andy gonna do today?
Everyone says like and I'm honored that it's like touched a lot of people, and it's like grown, and I'm like, it's some little idea I had that's become like a huge thing, and I'm very proud of my, like how I've like started this thing, and I don't know if there's other people in the world who do what I do on their way to work like that, but I'm like
that. I follow a lot of people on Instagram, and I've never seen anybody else like that. So what you have is unique, and people need to follow Andy on Instagram to see it every day.
And then thank you guys so much. You're so kind. I just take great pride in that. And the hard trick is, when I'm doing, I'll tell you a behind the scenes thing. Like it's weird. Like people see me walking in the parking lot and there's no music playing, and I'm lip syncing to under my face covering. Like before face coverings, I'm lip syncing to these songs that I have to listen in my head. And then I'm like, I play it back and I'm actually shocked to myself that sometimes it takes me more than one take, and I have to, get
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because then I have to like see if it'll match my lips. I always try and stay on key as best I can, but it depends on how because I got to get to work on time because there's a factor in every time factor to get from the car to the clock in point. So
oh yeah.
But anyway, the DeVille DeVille is spelled devil.
Yep.
Well, she does live at Hell Hall.
Yeah, Hell Hall, yeah. So I loved that too, but we'll get to that in a minute. Why I loved how we found out about that. Where were we in the movie? So we found out.
We were at the part about Roger and getting the puppies, Anita getting the puppies at the credit scene.
Now backtrack a little bit, and go back to the part where where they get caught. How she goes back at her little place, and Horace and Jasper are tied up. Guards are around them. The Baroness is there.
Are you talking about the scene where she gets exposed?
Exposed, yes.
So I gotta give Cruella credit. They had it all perfectly planned. They had the whole thing planned perfectly to get back at the Baroness, and then it was. I just love it when things happen like that in real life. Like someone's a total jerk, but then when they're not like they're like put on the spotlight, and then everyone sees them for the jerk they are, and I'm like, oh, she got what was coming to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But then then where was I? So then, then she ended up burning down her place, and then Jasper and Horace.
Whoa, hold on. Sorry to interrupt. Get this. Today was the first time I had been to see a movie at the theater since Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm going to be honest with you. That's the last movie I saw in theaters, too.
No way.
Yes. We got a Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, that Sonic the Hedgehog movie I am so glad they reworked him, because when I saw the first trailer, I'm like, oh, hell no.
Absolutely. I've never seen it. I heard it was really good. The song.
Oh, it was amazing. Great cast and everything.
Really good. Hello, Dame. My last movie was Onward. I saw it.
I take that back. My last movie was Onward. Yes, too. Yes, I did, because I did see Onward in theaters before it went to Disney Plus.
I love Onward. I loved it. And then I haven't seen a movie since. And then I saw Cruella Cruella. It was like a good 14 months-ish in between.
And you watched Raya last night, right?
I did watch Raya last night.
I saw it in theaters, and you should have seen it in theaters.
I wanted to, but I didn't have time. I was really busy around that time, and I really wanted to see it in theaters, but I just didn't have time to. And then what happened was I was thinking of my mom wanted to rent it, and I was gonna then use hers, but then we never had time. And then it was like May. I finally had like a free space, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait a month and watch it there. Then I'm debating.
I couldn't wait.
I think I'm gonna wait for Luca. I do want to do a live discussion about Luca when that comes out.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
I'm excited to see that. I feel like I might have missed the boat a little bit for a live discussion about Raya, since it has been out since March. But one thing I will have to say about Raya, I liked it. It's not in my top 10. That's all I will say. Not with any
it was a good attempt of what was going on with the world, but I'm sorry. Here's a spoiler coming. That we even talked about this morning, you and I. No music. There's no songs.
There's no songs. That's the thing.
That really made me upset.
That bums me out a little bit. But yeah, that's one thing I will have to say. Is it definitely worth watching? Absolutely. I would.
Yes, it's definitely worth watching.
And I did really enjoy it. It's just not in my top 10. I liked, for an example, if I had to compare it to Moana, who's also ethnic and all that, I enjoyed Moana more. I really did. So if I had to pick between those two, because it kind of has that similar on the water vibe, and I liked Moana better.
Plus, she's a prince. The reason why it should have had music was because she's a new Disney princess. She's in a Disney princess family now.
You're right. She is considered in the princess family because she's the daughter of the person that rules her land. Yeah.
And the cool fact, I don't know if you knew this, but Sisu, the dragon, the voice actress who plays her will be the voice of Scuttle in the live action Little Mermaid.
I didn't know that. Oh
Yep.
my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. So I do have to ask, I know we are steering away from Cruella for 2 seconds. Do you have any word on the filming of that so far, of Ariel, of the mermaid?
Nothing major.
Major. Have they started at all on filming?
So they've started. They just COVID just ruined everything. Knowing them, they've picked up. Until we see the first trailer, then that's what I always say. In these situations, we need to see an official trailer.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
haven't heard anything about the filming.
Well, we know the cast. I mean, that's a start.
Yeah, we do know the cast, which is really exciting.
Haley as Ariel, beautiful voice. Melissa McCarthy? Yeah, she's Ursula. That's going to be very interesting.
I'm excited about that. And I'm just really, hopefully, what do you think? Do you think it's going to be like a 2020? I guess 2000.
I think it's going to probably be a 2020. It's going to not be 2021. That's for sure. It's going to be, honestly, I give it a 2000 after everything that happened. I could be wrong. I'm just going to shoot for 2023.
That's what I'm thinking too. Oh, are we having a hard time hearing me? Can you guys hear me a little? Maybe I'll move a little closer.
I do have a naturally loud voice, so
that might be it too. Dave's like, can you talk? Oh, Andy, can you raise your volume? Andy's louder than you. I think that's it. I don't think it's mine. Andy's just a loud person. So that's probably.
Oh, yes, she is.
Which is no problem. I love that Andy's loud. I love that about him.
Melissa
McCartney is going to be awesome. Ursula, she's going to be so great. So
I'm sorry, I'm just so tired. So tired.
I know you're probably so tired.
No, I'm okay. It's just it was a hot day at work.
It's so hot. I feel like Florida, the summer has arrived.
Yes, it has. June 20th it will start. But what are we doing? We got to start talking more about Cruella. We just strayed away completely.
Back into Cruella. So I loved how after that, okay, so I will have to say then the guy rescues her.
Yes.
And he rescues her and then she wakes up and she's all confused. And then this was the part that made my mouth drop wide open, was when he was like telling her that the Baroness is like her biological mom.
Exactly, and how it all came to be.
My mouth dropped. I was so shocked.
Like, yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you another thing. It made me hate the Baroness even more because even before she was, when she found out she was pregnant, she hated her kid and she wanted to kill it. I'm like, this woman is ruthless.
I'm like, you could always give it up for adoption or like, but no, she was like, take care of her. That's what he says to like, the whatchamacallit. And I'm just like it's your
ruthless
baby. It's your child. And I was just like I was so shocked. And then it made me really understand her mother a little. It made me understand because I didn't understand why her mother was her fake mother was so sweet and so kind of like these things are not clashing with a very sweet woman raising her, and then Cruella, which is like a villain. I felt like those two things weren't clashing for me. And when I first was watching the movie, I'm like, what was wrong? Because like she did have a really nice mother figure.
Exactly.
And this was like, this makes sense because it wasn't her mother. I
think one of the main reasons why she was upset to be pregnant was because she had an image to maintain and she wanted to be
it was wild. It is I feel like I agree with you, Dame. I agree with you. It definitely is made a lot of it makes sense with the character a little more. I made it make more sense. And then, yes, I was not ready for the ending. I'm like, oh, Butler is her dad. Oh, you thought the Butler was...
No, the Butler wasn't the dad.
No, that would have been... No, this was definitely more insane. I was, oh my gosh. Definitely, my reaction. I wish I had a camera with my reaction to when I found that out. Because I was just like, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But...
another thing I want to talk about a little bit more from the Baroness is Jasper and Horace and their relationship. Now, the one thing that I really found interesting was they were kids together. They found each other as kids. They grew up. They were their own gang.
And living, to just survive.
And then I liked how Jasper got her the job at the Baroness's firm.
Yes.
And then that's how she got into the whole thing. And that was nice of Jasper, like what he did. But the one thing that really made me sad was throughout the movie, until like she gets a wake-up call, like the way she starts evolving into the Cruella that we know. Like you can tell her attitude changing. And I'm going to be honest, the way she treated Horace and Jasper, I mean, Horace didn't care, but Jasper being the smart one, I was applauding him. I'm like, yeah, if I had a friend who did that we grew up together and started treating me like that, like, we're doing your dirty work. Why are you treating us like this? I love how he was starting to challenge her because, like, in reality, that doesn't cut it. I love Jasper standing up to Cruella at some time because she was being a jerk to them.
Like she kind of became a little bit, I guess, as she got more into being less of a Stella, more Cruella. I feel like she became a little bit more, I guess, insane. I don't know if that's...
He was starting to become like her mom, and one could say.
Yeah, exactly.
And it fits the bill because how the Baroness acts, that's Cruella's behavior pretty much. All the thing, pushy, rude, selfish, doesn't care. The way, if I had, it makes you think of those movies like Horrible Bosses. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
That's just ridiculous.
And then I do have to admit, it's nice that Disney did a movie where the mom doesn't die, but yet the mom is still the villain. I mean, can't they do movies that are like...
Oh, Heather, with your permission, please, may I go get some water?
Absolutely, go get some water.
I'll be right back.
As the kitties, while Andy go get some water.
I need to get some water. Taking a break.
Perfect. I'm just gonna go get some water. I'm gonna show you guys some babies. I got this is Lexi girl, and she's kind of sleepy. I woke her up. So this is Lexi. If you're joining, please share the stream out, hit the notification bell, give it a like. If you're new, subscribe. I got my kitty cat here, my foster baby. They're getting so big. They're growing up. She's like, I'm growing up. I'm gonna go to a home and all that, right? But yeah, this is Lexi. She's one of the bigger ones in the group. I still have 5 of them. They're all just hanging around. I'll just show them as time goes on and all that stuff. So yeah, they gotta get fixed this week. That's the main thing. They're going and getting their spay done. They're getting spayed and neutered. So I can't keep any. I know. Can't you keep any? I can't. I have a bunch of other animals, and I don't think my father would be too happy. He would not be too happy. He would. Yeah. I'm actually literally going to come to your house, bring home Andrew. You never know where it came from. Oh my gosh. I'm going to notice one of my babies is gone, and I'm going to be like, who took the babies? I am. They're going to be, I'm excited for them. Yeah, I'm just really excited that they'll be, they're going to, I think they're going to go to really great homes and all that. So yeah, did they have Dalmatian puppies to foster? So at my rescue, they have had a couple Dalmatians throughout the years, believe it or not. They had one. Yeah, I think they've had 2 since I've been a part of them. They're kind of hard to find, but you could rescue a Dalmatian. Oh my gosh, I would love Dalmatian puppies to the foster.
I'm back. Thank you guys.
Welcome back. This is my I was showing them Foster baby.
Oh, hello, Foster.
Hi, Foster. We got
look at him.
Other ones here. Yeah. Say hello. So
look
yeah.
He's so cute.
Yeah, let's jump back in. So
let's jump back in. Yeah, I needed that.
No, you're good. If you need to go at any point, need to get water, need to get a snack, you are great to go. You can do that. So where were we? We were talking about. Oh, why is this? Oh no, is it not charging? The charger. Oh no.
We were talking about I forget. I had to go get some water.
Oh yeah, we were talking about. I'm gonna actually somehow this. Oh, my iPad's at 12. I'm gonna switch chargers out. That works. Yeah, we're talking about horror.
I would rename her Punzi.
And you would rename her Punzi. Aw, that would be such a cute name, Punzi, for the kitty. Oh, I liked the I cannot pronounce that word of Estella and Cruella. We all have a devil on one shoulder, an angel on another. We
exactly.
All have, which we listed.
I think her hair definitely symbolized that from the beginning.
God. You're right. I never even thought of that. Her hair really symbols that. Like, I think in the original it didn't, but with this, it definitely symboled that. Like you said, like the devil and the angel on your shoulder. Absolutely. Absolutely. But how about she treats her friends? Oh, how she treated her friends.
How she treated her friends was just absolutely how she treated, especially Horace and Jasper, who had been with her since the beginning. Like, you know.
Beginning. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And that's another thing, too, that I do want to bring up as well. It's her natural. I thought, like, you know, in the original movie, like, you know, maybe she colored it that way.
It was natural, apparently.
Hello, Peter. How are you doing today? It's Jemmy's brother. I haven't seen you. How are you doing today? But yeah.
Oh, yeah. She definitely treats them worse in the cartoon because, well, we didn't know in the animated movie that we thought they were hired help. Like, you know, now we know that they are part of her. Like, literally,
part of her. That's the thing that's wild to me. Yeah, that was just insane. So then we get to, after that, she breaks them out of jail. I do like that part, how she's like, okay, we're going to break them out of jail and then have a plan to get the Baroness. So she breaks them out of jail. I thought that was pretty insane. You want to go see, oh yeah, Peter, you didn't see the movie yet. Yeah, you got to go see the movie. You're going to get spoiled if you hang in here too long. But yeah, I loved the part when they break him out of jail. That was pretty epic, and yeah, that was one of my, well, definitely a top scene for me. And then how they just planned the attack, how they all got together and got the names of all the guests and how they were just gonna go, and that was just so wild. And how she was gonna have the event, and then she was going to, I just loved that part with all that. And then with the how she had it have it be that was in honor of Cruella. How everybody had the wigs of
the wigs, yeah. How she got the message out.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, this was brilliant of her, because then she can be in disguise the whole time.
Exactly.
Hide in plain sight. I'm like, oh, like her brain. Like, she is such a smart woman, Cruella. That's one thing I want to.
This makes you think that she's not a villain. I told you, this movie made me forget that she's a villain. Like, literally.
No, I totally forgot about that. I forgot about that too. How, and honestly, like in the original 101 Dalmatians, because I watched that actually like less than 24 hours later, less than a day later, because I need to, you know, refresh myself. She didn't seem like she was the sharpest tool, like she, like, you know, in 101 Dalmatians, but this you can really just see her brains, you know.
Like, you see more to her, yeah.
I think Cruella in the end is working hard to balance both sides of her nature.
I like that. That is true, yes.
That absolutely, she's definitely, maybe it's just that inner battle in her.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. And whatchamacallit, yeah, and that's yeah. So yeah, we're at the charity, we're at the event or whatever. Oh, I think Cruella in the end is working hard to balance. Oh, I just read that comment. Oops. I don't know how we lead her to 101 Dalmatians. That is what I'm gonna get to towards the end, because I have a lot of crazy theories. So then she's hiding in plain sight, and I loved it that, so they're trying to, she's going around, you know, Horace is there, like, you know, like the disguises too, and then at the end they end up at the cliffside again, where her fake mom died, and she's in her Estella outfit.
Yeah.
oh, why is she in her Stella gear? That's what I was like. And then the Baroness comes out, and then she's just like, you know, I'm your daughter, yada, yada, yada.
Then the fact that she killed her in the beginning, she was just being deceiving again.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, oh, can I hug you? Yada, yada, yada. We can figure. And I'm like, this is not going to be good. And then they hug. And then there was like a brief second of like,
Push.
And then
I knew that was going to happen.
I was like,
I saw that coming.
So I just.
And she was busted.
Yeah. I love that. And then like, it was just like, I'm like, is she going to die? And then like, no, she didn't. They had this whole plan. And I was like, and I loved how they had everybody, because, you know, they were behind it. They're like, oh, everybody wants you out on the patio. Oh, the Baroness wants you out on the patio. And I was just like, and then they all saw her, push her off, push Cruella off. And then the horse guy with Wink, I'm gonna kiss you right on the lips.
The horse guy, I'm gonna kiss you right on the lips, and I don't care where it's been. I said that quote earlier. That was like the funniest quote in the entire movie. I loved it.
Cracked me up. Yes, I loved that. And then the Baroness, like, at the end, oh my gosh, how they all saw her do that, and I was just like,
busted.
It was like busted, and then she got her, and she's like, she jumped, and then she's getting arrested, and everyone's there, like, just like the vast, and then she coming right up. Cruella comes right up, and she's, you know, Cruella, because they didn't know that she was a Stella, the people. And that to me was insane. I was like, oh my gosh. And then Dame said the movies that she is more than capable of true friendship is like Disney is trying to revamp her image and shows that most people aren't truly evil. That's what I've loved about these live actions. Exactly.
Thank you again, Andrea. You're an angel. Love you.
Thank you. Follow Angie on Instagram if you haven't. But that's what I loved about they really dive into the backstory. And one thing I want to bring up as well, this gave me a lot of, like, you know how we saw the movie? Did you watch? You probably most likely watched it. Maleficent.
Oh yeah, absolutely. See, thank you. I was thinking that they took a Disney villain and turned it around, like literally. So Maleficent was the first one, technically.
Yes, I love that with Maleficent, how we just saw that whole other side of her, and this gave me a lot of Maleficent vibes.
Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you.
That's similar, and that's what I loved about it. So
how she has a change of heart throughout the movie. I don't think that was Cruella though, but wait, Andy, I need some love too. Of course, Dame. Of course. Anything.
So, oh my gosh. Well, there's going to be a lot.
We need some love. We got you.
Yeah, love for you guys. Yes. Oh my gosh. They got to make the live action Hercules first.
Oh, I wonder who's going to play Hades.
I don't know. I know
James Woods. James Woods, I don't know. James Woods is the best, like literally. I don't think he's irreplaceable. He can't. He was so connected to the character that he came back in the animated series, and he actually won an Emmy for that performance.
One thing I want to mention as well is, like, whoever plays Hades, they got to find the perk, because he's like a very complex player. Like, you have to play him right spot on. Like, he's one of those. So I'm very curious who they're going to cast. I love Hercules. It's so great. It's so great. So yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah. But yeah, the movie, and then I just loved it at the end. So she got her justice, and I love that there was justice. And then how she turned everything around and put everything in Cruella's name. How she went to, like, the lawyer and you know, put everything. I'm like, that was really.
She was smart, yeah.
So that everything can go to her, and then how she, I guess, claimed that she was her, you know, her kid, and then it became Hell Hall, and I was like,
oh yeah, the heir to the fortune,
and they were all there, and so definitely, yeah. Where was I? Oh, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey would,
oh, you know what? After seeing him in Sonic the Hedgehog, He definitely could pull off another villain. And the Riddler. He was the Riddler. Count Olaf. Yeah, Jim Carrey definitely has a comedic villain side. For sure.
Oh, absolutely. I have to admit, I like Maleficent better than Cruella. The storytelling plot was so intricate. Cruella was awesome. I can't wait for the follow-up. So this is where I want to bring in my comment. So a little bit more about this. This was the problem I had with the movie until I found out we had a sequel. So I felt like we didn't see, because at the end, because I almost felt like she wasn't a villain. But I felt like in the other movie, like, I'm like, how? I felt like at the end of this movie, if this was going to be the last Cruella movie, I feel like I didn't get my fulfillment of her being evil, because we go into 101 Dalmatians where she's just pure evil. And, and I felt like I wasn't sure if we were going to get that. And that's why I was so excited that they're coming out with a Cruella 2. Because I felt like she almost wasn't at the end of this movie a villain. She was like almost like a hero. And I'm just so glad now, because I want to see, because something has to go down to make her go even more insane. Because she couldn't have just been like, whatever. And because the character just gets more like evil. And that's one thing I want to point, like all the stuff she did it out of like stuff that like the people were evil. So another thing I want to bring up as well too, she never killed the Dalmatians.
Exactly, she never did.
And honestly, this was something that hit me. Like, she was a decent dog owner. She loved Matt. She was great to Buddy. She was great to Wink. And what made her want to all of a sudden kill Dalmatians for their fur?
There's so much more that has to be revealed.
So I want to see her get to that point. What made her go evil? So another thing too is Jasper, Horace, they were also not that evil too. And they're in the movie too, trying to kill these Dalmatians. So what made them be more evil? So that's what I want to see.
There's more we got to find out. That's for sure.
That's what I want to see what's what I'm very excited about is in the next movie is to get her even more. Does something happen? Do the Dalmatians that's what I'm curious about. And yeah, that's what I'm like too. It was very confusing because the Dalmatians were alive and they were in her like dog.
Yeah, they were like, yeah.
So I don't know. It's going to be really, and also some time has to pass a little bit. Because if you remember Hell Home in the original 101 Dalmatians, it was like old
and run down. Like, yeah, it was in her family still.
Yeah. And in this movie, it looked beautiful and well kept. And how do we get to that? I want to see them get to that. I'm very interested. So yeah. What are your thoughts?
Well, it was a good origin story for the beginning. It was a good jump into the background of this character and like how we get to know her more and in depth and like, how she became who she is. But you were absolutely right. Like there's more that needs to be revealed. Like they can't just leave it the way it was, where like they need to reveal like how she became ruthless, because now she just like, it was a good hanger. Like she just inherited the fortune. It's all her. She has power, successful fashion designer. Yeah. And then Roger and Anita getting their Dalmatians. It sounds like she gave them to them. So there's stuff we got to figure out why. And, Roger's singing the song ahead of time before his marriage. I mean, so much stuff got mixed around. I mean, but still, there's so much more that needs to be further revealed.
And that's one thing I guess you can think too, is how much time. I guess you can think when they get the puppies, when they get Pongo and Purdy, how much time passed too, because some time might have passed.
They might have they didn't do like the thing they should have done. They should have done like a few years later thing, but no, they just jumped to it. So there's a little thing, so
they can do a lot of things with that. It could be 10 years later. It could be even like as little as 8 months later, for all we know. I'm very curious. Oh yes, I said to Darren. I was like, "Isn't her house a state in 101 Dalmatians?" Yeah. Yes. You're. Yeah. It was, That's what it was. And another thing I noticed too in 101 Dalmatians, we never saw her at technically really at Hello Hall, because when she was there, she would call them. She'd be like a nice comfy bed, maybe, and like, I don't know.
So that wasn't her house. Yeah, maybe it was like her old thing or something, and she moved on.
Yeah, she didn't live there, so it's very interesting to see that like they lived there, and yeah, all that, and how she was just kind of wild, you know, and just evil. Like there was
nothing evil
all in the original one where she was just nice, you know. So yeah.
I don't think she ever had a choice, because now that we know that the Baroness is her mother, you know, like we understand where she got it from. It's in the genes pretty much. So there's the original Cruella right there, like the Baroness, just downright ruthless, like literally.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's
very interesting, yeah.
Because I was gonna say they either need to come out with a 101 Dalmatians live action, which I know they already had back in the 90s. I feel like
with Glenn Close's Cruella, and then the sequel
when she was and I still have to watch the live action one. I think I've seen it, but I need to watch it again. I know Glenn Close was great as Cruella from everything I've read. So I felt like they almost had to do that, which I mean, you almost can't do that because you already kind of came out with that. Then another option would have been another Cruella. So yeah. Let me read the chat here. She must go crazy or something. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But actions are also a choice. You aren't free of consequences of choices, but they are still choices. Absolutely, Dane. That is, you couldn't have said it better. So yeah, that's basically
it. That's basically it in a nutshell, like literally. That's all I can think of.
We covered most of the movie. So I guess I'll also turn the audience now. Anything you guys want to add?
Yeah, anything you guys want to add?
Anything you guys want to add about the movie? Any thoughts? Anything we might have missed? And while we dove into it, we'll take a couple minutes for that. And yeah, so the fashion was also
very good fashion shows. Yes.
Oh my gosh, it made me want to cosplay as Cruella. I would love to cosplay. That would be such a cool cosplay. Hello, Steve. How are you doing today? I would love to cosplay Cruella. And Jemmy, I can't wait to see it again, and Cruella too. I am so excited to see it on Disney Plus, because I'm definitely going to be watching again. I love this. I think this might be my second favorite live action. My first favorite is going to be Beauty and the Beast. I love the Beauty and the Beast live action.
I'll never forget when that trailer got released, and Emma Thompson, Emma Watson shocked the world as Belle. She's got a great singing voice, and she was trained by Paige O'Hara.
And I know a lot of people were like, she wasn't that great as Belle.
She's perfect.
I really liked her as Belle.
But she looked like Belle too.
Looks like Belle too. I felt like it was a really great casting, and I just loved it. And I just loved how the things they added with the Beauty and the Beast live action. I know, Andrea, we've had this combo. And not a fan of the Beauty and the Beast live action.
Well, who wasn't? Oh yeah, I was. I loved it. And a good cast, good Ewan McGregor, Emma Thompson, Luke Evans, Josh Gad. Yes. Excellent cast of characters.
Yes. Oh my. Yes. It was just so great. Oh, I still haven't seen Dumbo. The Dumbo live action.
You're gonna love Dumbo. It's completely different.
I chop on.
It's completely different though. It's nowhere near. Just like Mulan, it's nowhere near.
I still haven't seen Mulan either.
No, it's like not even near. Mulan and Dumbo live action were completely different. They didn't stay true to the original story, but still good. The fact that Mushu wasn't in Mulan, that was a huge, yeah.
That's what I feel like. I think that's what's holding me back from Mulan is Mulan's actually my top 5 Disney movies. I love Mulan. Like that's my childhood with that movie, and I love the songs, the music. And when I found that they weren't doing that, I'm like, ah, that was like my reaction. I know with things they weren't accurate. I think with certain things about the Chinese culture,
right?
But, like, oh, I really wanted the songs. So, but I need to see it. I think at some point this summer, I'm definitely going to take a night and watch the live action Mulan. And Dame, oh my gosh, I would love to. I wish I had like this unlimited amount of money because I would just buy costumes all the time and do like photo shoots and all that. Maybe for Halloween, I'll do it this year or something.
Good.
A Cruella costume or something. I feel like that'd be really cool. So yeah, Mulan is still good. Andrew even liked that one. Oh really? Andrew even liked that one. So is he picky? Is hubby? Is picky with certain Andrew? So, but I'm just catching up, making sure we're caught up on chat here. So and how her man was not in it too. Oh, for Mulan. Oh, what's his name? Wasn't in it.
Shane.
He wasn't in it. What? Oh, no. I still want to watch it. I still need to watch it. I'm still going to make it a point to watch it.
You will. And it's free on Disney Plus, so you can watch it anytime.
I can watch it anytime. But I'm still I'm so behind on everything. I need to catch up. So, so yeah, I think basically we covered everything with Cruella. Any last minute things now, and then I will also tell you a couple news on my end, my channel. So anything else you guys want to add, and then I will tell you guys some little news, nothing too insane. Which you guys probably already like. I'm just going to go ahead and announce that. I'm going to be actually booting my Loki talks again on my YouTube channel when we bring out into Loki. So excited. We're going to be bringing that back. I'm thinking on Sundays. It might also even be, I don't know if I'm going to do it every single week. I might do it every other week. It's all going to depend on how I feel about the episodes. Like I felt like Falcon and Winter Soldier, it was a slow build. So it was very hard to do it every week. Where I feel like it's all going to depend on the speed of Loki. So I'm definitely going to do it. I think next Sunday night, I'm going to kick it off and do my Loki discussions. I think, Andy, if you'd like, I can invite you on one of the weeks as a guest, and we can talk about that particular episode. I would absolutely love you to come back on. So I think definitely that will happen in the future. I'll have Andy on it again, talk about whatever the new episode was, and discuss that. Because I love talking about that with you guys. And dive deeper into it. What date is it out? Oh, it's gonna be out Wednesday. So it's kind of, there's also a rumor coming around too. So it's gonna be on Wednesdays. So the thing is, actually, Matt, you guys all know my brother Matt, he has an insane theory that since Loki's like a trickster, that they can release it any day. That's been a theory going around that they're going to release it on any day, and it's just going to be boom on Disney Plus at random. I don't know if that's going to be true. I don't know if that's just some insane theory he has, or I don't know if he's read up on it. So I'm curious to see if we're going to get that at random. So we shall see. I'm really excited. I can't wait. I'm going to definitely on Wednesday wake up, and that's going to be the first thing I do is watch Loki. So yeah, I'm Jamie's like, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I love Loki. It's gonna be great. So yeah, I think basically now we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I know it's different on like Instagram Live. You have like an hour, and then once the hour's up, it like cuts you off. Or like YouTube, you could just keep going.
It's different, yeah.
So different. But
I'm exhausted. No, I'm sorry. I'm just, you can see I'm starting to die off a little bit.
Yeah, you do look so tired. I'm going to take a screen cap like we always do for Instagram.
Absolutely.
Smile. Oh.
Yep.
I don't know if it took. Wait, let me see. I think it took. Wait, let's try one more time. I think it took. I don't know.
I heard some clicking.
I think it took. Let's try one more.
Right.
No, it keeps. I think I'm gonna trust it took. If it didn't take, what I'll do is I'll just take a.
You can just go back and watch it and take a screenshot there. That's what you can do. Yeah.
Didn't take. So yeah, okay. So basically, oh, you have to let the puppy out. No, Dame just got a puppy. She just got a Bichon puppy. So I'm so glad she's doing well. So yeah, let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Then I'm gonna be live tomorrow at Epcot. It's gonna be a later stream. I'm gonna get there around probably around 12:30. I'll be live. So I'm excited. We'll be at Epcot again, and we'll get to ride the rides and all that. So I'll be live to that. We are on that road to 10K. I'm at 9K now. We are on the road to 10K. So I'm super
on the road.
So yeah. Hello, Stalin. How are you doing today? You're for tomorrow. I'm excited to that too. So yeah. Okay. This was fun. Oh yes, Jemmy. I know Jemmy's in the UK, so you need to go to bed. It's late over there. Thank you, Andy, for coming on my stream.
Darling, it was an absolute pleasure.
It was so great. Thank you so much for being on. So if you haven't yet,
definitely do it again.
If you could subscribe, if you could notification bell, go share this with your friends and family. Give the stream a thumbs up, comment below. Have a great rest of your evening. Your vacation is out there.
Good night, darlings. Sleep tight and have a wonderful time.